It is 11:15 here in Cleveland, Ohio, in the United States of America. Matt Wintz is here with the forecast. It's going to get hot tomorrow, huh?
It is going to get hot, Russ. Yeah, we're talking a 90-degree day, and that's coming after some comfortable air that we had today. So what I like to do at the beginning of the month is get to know the month. Let's take you where we are now, where we end up going. Well, today, our average high was 83.65. By the end of the month, we're down to 80 and 62. In terms of rainfall, we average about 3.5 inches of rain this month. It's actually one of our rainiest months, and that comes from thunderstorms, which, produce a lot of rain in a hurry. It doesn't fall evenly, though. And then in terms of daylight, you've already felt that. Earlier sunsets, later sunrises, we lose about an hour, 15 minutes this month. And I looked up an interesting fact. I was wondering how many 90-degree days do we average this month alone? I thought it'd be a lot higher than that. We only average 3. We've got one coming tomorrow as we have a very hot day out ahead of us. A warm front's going to lift through here, really change our air mass. Such a difference between morning and night. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be comfortable. Tonight, it's going to be comfortable. We still have low humidity around. We're down into the 60s. So beautiful start. You'll say, how are we going to be hot this afternoon? By noon, trust me, you'll feel it. And by afternoon, hot, humid, breezy. We do have some storms that are going to be on their way, too. We'll track where those are going to go in your forecast as well. So right now, you notice the 2 different air masses. We've got 50s out in Jefferson and Ashtabula right now, 60 Chardon, 62 Ravenna. You get warmer as you get down towards the south and west. Remember, we covered the urban heat island effect, where your cities stay warmer. We covered that last week, but that's what we're seeing here tonight. The dew points, this measures how thick that air feels. It's still comfortable out east, getting a little bit more humid out towards the west, and that points to where that storm system is. You notice how that humidity continues to ramp up until you get out in the plains. This is a pooling of humidity, a pooling of moisture out ahead of a cold front. Everything kind of butts up against the front and kind of squeezes together. That's why you have the most humid readings out towards the Midwest. That humidity is coming our way, and it's not going to go anywhere anytime soon once it gets here. Here's your forecast tomorrow. Dew points hour by hour. Once it hits 70, we consider that tropical. Notice by noon, 1 o'clock, we're up into the 70s, and we just stay there. This is going to be the same dew point forecast all the way through Sunday, even Monday of next week as it looks right now, as we just stay stuck in the heat and humidity, which, you'd expect for the month of August. We do have heat advisories out for our western counties. Does not mean it's going to be chilly out towards the east. We're going to be hot all over northeast Ohio tomorrow, but heat indices could surpass 102. And you notice a lot of areas under that heat advisory, even some severe thunderstorm warnings out towards the north on the periphery of this heat. So the big setup, we've got a big dome of heat across the plain states. This is the same one we were tracking last week out towards the west. It continues to shift east. Out towards the north of that, we've got a frontal boundary, kind of a series of them. Once this slides off towards the north, we're in the heat. And then we're going to deal with this. This is going to arrive later tomorrow on into Thursday. This will be a cold front. It's going to settle and stall right over northeast Ohio. But until then, we have really one hot day before we really mess around with rainfall chances. And that hot day's tomorrow, as I mentioned. In terms of what it feels like, if you got lunch plans outside, you're going to feel more like 92. We're talking near 98. These numbers have come down since I reported them at 5. We were up near 100. So that's good that the models are backing off just a little bit on that. But a hot day. So take the precautions. You don't need a meteorologist to tell you drink water, wear light colors, stuff like that. You get it, but just make sure you're doing that. National Design Right Hour by our forecast. Clear start tomorrow. Clouds will increase throughout the day. Look at some of these numbers getting kicked up by our modeling, perhaps upper 90s, say the models. They've said that 2 straight days. I think we'll go a little bit cooler on that. But here comes your evening rainfall chance. I think the models might be a little bit early on this. I see a line of storms coming in maybe 7, 8 o'clock, more from the west. We'll see. Maybe our in-house model has it. But bottom line, we do have that storm chance later in the day. It's something we'll see coming in from the north. Expecting a line of storms off towards the north that we'll see on radar. That will track in here tomorrow evening. In terms of severe threat, not seeing a big severe threat with this. We could have some stronger winds, but overall everything going to be kind of decaying as it's getting away from that main source of energy. But Thursday, we're in it. This is going to be the pattern for the next 5 days. We're going to have clouds, some sun, but then those afternoon showers and thunderstorms especially. Bigger look at this. You notice how that front settles. Here's what it's going to look like on Thursday. Lots of rain and storms along that frontal boundary. It just sits. More of the same on Friday. Not a washout any day, but storm chances every single day. For the weekend, the boundary looks to settle a little bit south. We've got to keep rain in the forecast Saturday, though. And then Sunday, I think this front will get away from us. We talk a new front coming in. Hopefully, we can thread the needle and at least get you a primarily dry day. So Sunday would be my drier day, but boy, the risk is there. And look at the rainfall estimates. We've got some rain coming this way. In terms of rainfall on the year, there's your surplus. Barely in Cleveland, right near average. Surplus in Akron, decent surplus in Mansfield. You know how it doesn't fall evenly this time of year, but we are dealing with the surplus across most of northeast Ohio. but we could still use it. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast, 92 tomorrow. We're back into the 80s. Very, very muggy Thursday through Sunday. Next chance of rain or next chance of dry weather. Let's just put it that way, Russ. Not till next Wednesday. How about that?
Wow. Typical August stuff, though, we're looking at here?
Yeah, a little rainier than average with this pattern, but yeah, typical temps.
All right, Matt. Thanks a lot.